Well, hello, Queens. Now is the time for me to show you my homemade turkey breakfast sausages. All right, we're going to start with this is a little under a pound of ground turkey. I'm going to be using red crushed peppers, sage. This is the magic to my sausage. Pink salt. This time I'm going to add just a little hint of basil in them. And maybe a hint of maple syrup. And we definitely cannot forget the healthy fat. And that will be avocado oil. Alrighty, let's get started. Alrighty, the last thing I'll be adding to my breakfast sausage is the avocado oil. Because we're going to have to work that through. And forgive me, I don't have my gloves. I don't know where they are, but anyhow, these are my sausages. I'm not serving them to anybody. They're just mine. But normally I would have my gloves on. So we're just going to start out with the main ingredient, that the sage. I think this one here, you use more than the others for sure. I want to really saturate them in that sage. I really do. Yum, 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 yum. There's no special measurements for me. I would say you can come on. Hold on a moment. Let me get this. There we go. I would say the sage, if you're going to do a pound or under a half a pound, for sure use about a tablespoon and a half, maybe 2 tablespoons. Me, I go crazy with sage, and it's a health benefit as well. Then I'm going to add my red crushed pepper for spice. And that's not going to be a whole lot. I don't do too much of a high spice, but I do some spice. Then the salt. This way you have to be careful because this is what adds the sodium into your sausage. And we don't want to add a lot of that. But we know sodium is good. You know, just can't overdo it. And I'm going to do a hint of my basil here. Like I said, a hint. Don't want it to be overbearing, but I do want the spices to clash. And then I'm gonna work it in. See that? Yum, 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 yum. One thing about the sage, you have to really work it in. I mean, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. And I can tell where it needs to be worked in at, because the sage is be a darker spot due to the coloring, and that has not been worked into the turkey. I didn't add my maple syrup yet. I don't know. I probably had maple syrup just to a couple of them because I don't want all of my sausage to be sweetened. So yeah, I think all of the seasonings are in there well. Now I'm going to add in the avocado oil. And this is the magic as well, because you don't want dry sausage. So I think I'm just going to do a 1/3 of a cup here with this little under a pound. Nobody wants a dry sausage. This is going to make the sausage juicy. And you have to remember that avocado oil is very healthy fat for our bodies. I'm just going to work it in. And yeah. And I will be back. I love about making my own sausage. You can make them the size that you would like. You can make them as thick as you want, as thin as you want. They can just be your own tailor-made breakfast sausage. So I'm just gonna make mine like big as a meatball, average. Well, I would eat a meatball like that. That would be my meatballs that I eat. I know people eat tiny meatballs, but that would be my size. Another one. And you see the meat is not sticky everywhere because of the avocado oil. Normally they would be sticking. And I'm gonna add, I haven't added any maple syrup yet to this, so I'm gonna add a little maple syrup. Small amount. Yeah, that's a hint. Great. Okay, so mix that really good. Mix it really good. I'm gonna get 3 more. Okay. And I will know which ones are sweet and which ones are not, because I'm gonna package them separately. Right, queens, there we have our breakfast sausages. And you notice, you see, you can see that's 5. But if you wanted to make them smaller, you can make 6 if you would like. But I just like mine's that size. I like to get the full protein in the morning time. And yeah, so I'm just gonna let them set overnight, and then I'm going to tear them up in the morning for breakfast, because I'm gonna have a high protein breakfast tomorrow. So I'll see you then. I hope you enjoyed these scrumptious, I call them sage breakfast sausage. Good morning, beautiful queens. Well, not morning, I'll say afternoon. Anyway, how are you doing? I pray that your day is going well. I pray that you slept well last night. Yes, yes, yes. I want to talk a little bit about menopause, perimenopause, and postmenopause. It's a fact that it is discouraging. It's real. It is literally real. We know what we're fighting. But I promise you this. The Bible says that the kingdom suffer violence, and the violence takes it by faith. We're going to take this thing. We're not going to let menopause, perimenopause, postmenopause cause us not to live the life that God died for us to have. We're not going to do that. I was sitting on my couch, feeling great, having a great day. All of a sudden, depression tried to come up over me. And you know what I did? Because the Bible says when you feeling a spirit of heaviness, I believe depression is heaviness. Put on the garment of praise. I started praising the Lord, and that spirit left. I said, menopause, you're not going to bring no depression to me today. We can fight these things, ladies. We have to fight it spiritually, because I am not going to be, and you are not going to be, getting on all this medication that the doctor want to give you. No, we can do this naturally, and we can do it by faith. Naturally meaning we can take different supplements, take different teas. Chamomile tea is one of the best teas to take. Lavender and chamomile mixed together to bring down that body when it wants to be up in anxiety and try to run you and you don't know what's going on, your heart beating all fast. No, ma'am, we're not dealing with that. Cherry tart juice is awesome to relax you as well. We have to do the work. We have to do the work. But one thing we're not going to do, we are not going to let menopause, perimenopause, and postmenopause take our life away. We're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. What I'm doing is working. I don't have night sweats. I really never had those symptoms in the beginning. And I thank God, because what I hear about night sweats, Lord have mercy, I just begin to pray for whoever that is, talking about how night sweats and how they, they just need a fan everywhere they go and all of that. Well, that's not for me. And I thank God. Now I can get hot now. I can get hot, but not to the point to where I need a fan and I'm sweating and the bed is wet, my clothes is wet. That's just too much. We got to fight this, y'all. We got to fight it. We're going to fight it. You have to make sure on purpose that you do this on purpose, that you get you some rest, that you do nothing. You just meditate. Begin to give God praise. Begin to give God glory. Go into worship. Because anytime you go into worship, you go in one way, baby, you got to come out a different way if you really tapped in the presence of God. We're not going to let this beat us. We're not going to beat it. We're not going to let this beat us, but we're going to beat it. Menopause, postmenopause, perimenopause, you have no power over us in Jesus' name. Jesus went to the cross for every disease, every infirmity. He went to the cross for all of that. Why is menopause so different from cancer or diabetes or whatever else people have, diseases that try to grow in people's body? Menopause ain't no different, y'all. I am fighting it, and it's working. We're going to fight it together. Now, listen, I'm on my way. I have to pick up my son. And I'll be back to talk about this a little bit later. I love you girls, and you already know that. But menopause, perimenopause, postmenopause, bye-bye. All right, getting ready to get some more walking in. Yes, I am. Yes, gotta get it in. It started raining outside. I wanted to do some walking outside, but it started raining. So I'm like, I don't care. Let me go drive to the mall and get this half a mile to a mile in today. We have to be determined, and I am determined. It's a good day. How's your day going? I hope all is well with you. I hope you're getting in the movement. You know it's necessary for losing weight naturally. The body must move, so let's be determined to always put movement in our schedules every day and have a plan B, in case you wanted to walk and then it started raining. So say, well, I'm gonna go to the mall. Well, I'm gonna turn on YouTube and do something. But always have a plan B when your plan A seems to be interrupted. That way you can stay consistent with your movement because it is so necessary. Hello, my sister queens, where we are flourishing, blossoming, and blooming, and is every day. I am done with that mile walk. I feel refreshed. I feel great. Yes, great accomplishment for today. But listen, I want to pick up on that subject again about menopause. Menopause is a situation for real. It's really a situation. It is. But like I said earlier, we are the body of Christ. We are Christians, and there's nothing too hard or there's nothing impossible that our God cannot do for us. I believe that some of us have all symptoms alike. Some of us may not have all symptoms alike. But, however, we have the symptoms. For me, I had heart palpitations really bad. And I went to my doctor to talk about it. And they said, well, we know you have a heart murmur, but I don't see anything wrong. They did an EKG. They did all of that. But they said what they wanted me to do was wear a heart monitor at home for like a week. So they had all that stuff on my chest. It was awful. But I did it because I wanted to be sure that I was okay, not knowing that menopause was behind this. So got the results back. They said nothing, you're fine. They did testings for blood clots, all of that. All of that was menopause. Those were symptoms from menopause. So what I decided to do and what my doctor advised me to do was, because she didn't even mention menopause. Holy Spirit told me it was menopause after the fact, after I was doing some study and different things like that. And he told me what I want you to do is I need you to relieve yourself and release yourself from all stress that's coming into your life. You have to cut it off. You have to cut it off. That way, once you do that, you won't feed menopause, because long as you're doing things still that's stressful, you're not cutting things off, releasing yourself from things or relieving yourself from things, you are feeding into that menopause. So what you have to do is you have to pull back on some things and start adding in things that's going to help and fight against this menopause concerning your heart. So what I started doing was I started moving more. I started doing more movement so that my blood can flow very well, And I started drinking me some teas that's good for the heart, which is called Hawthorn. Hawthorn, Hawthorn. Great tea for the heart. and just doing things that I need to do, you know. So he gave me the revelation on how I needed to fight back concerning that. I haven't had heart palpitations no more. I released people that were stressing me out. I released things that I knew I couldn't change, only God could do. I would put them in his hands. And baby, I ain't had no more heart palpitations, my sisters. None. So we're going to fight it. We're going to beat the mess out of menopause. Menopause ain't going to beat us. We're going to beat menopause. For real, for real. I start adding things in my healthy routine. I hate to say diet because it's not a diet. It's just a routine. A healthy routine concerning my sleep aid, lavender tea mixed with chamomile, cherry tart, like I said before bed. Winding yourself down. If you watch the movie and it's, you know, it was an action movie where, you know, your heart is up, you know, everything is, you know, up. So what you want to do is you want to kind of wind down an hour before you go to bed, since you watched that movie, so that when you go to bed, your heart is rested, your mind is rested, and you can go to sleep. So, like I said, I'm trying to do everything in my power to do for me that will fight the mess out of this menopause. It's real. It is real, and we know it's real, but we walk by faith and not by sight. Yes, in that order. So we just have to do our part. Let me see another symptom that I had. Well, I'm trying to say had. I talked about, I think, anxiety for nothing. Just being anxious for no reason at all. Just, you can feel it. You just be calm, and then all of a sudden you just feel a type of way. You just feel just weird. You know, that's menopause. What I do, I put on the garment of praise. I start praising the Lord. And I start praying. Prayer is good. Praying against menopause, baby, it works. Speaking in your heavenly language, hey, it works. Is there anything too hard for God? Nope. Nope, it sure isn't. There's nothing too hard for our God. And I mean absolutely nothing. So sisters, I hope this helped. I hope this helps. Headaches, another thing. Headaches, you get headaches, you know. And I don't know if you know about peppermint essential oils. And this is by Now. It's called Now, N-O-W. That's the product name. And I put me some essential oils on like a white face cloth, and, you know, put it in there real good. And then I put it in a little sandwich bag to carry with me. Because when I have one of those headaches, I will smell the essential oils. And it'll take the headache away. It works for allergies, all that. Takes all that stuff away. It's good. We can fight, baby, naturally. Lose weight naturally. We can fight menopause naturally. We can, and we will. So I hope this helps. I'm going to pay attention right now to where I'm going. And I love y'all, and y'all better know that, because I do. So I want to share with you also, I'm on some healthy treats I found. You know, I love my cookie. I made a statement about my cookie and how I'm going to eat my cookie. But I understand that it's a lot of sugar in the cookie that I'm talking about. So I said, well, Lord, help me. So I found me some sweets, 0 sugar. They're natural, like Reese cups, and 4 grams of carbs. Baby, yummy, yummy, yum. So I'm gonna share some healthy, high protein treats with you that I think you would like to help you on your weight loss journey, our intentional wellness journey, losing weight naturally. I love you with the love of the Lord. If this is your first time viewing my channel, my name is Cecilia. I love wellness. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am a woman of faith. I talk about my faith. I do style and beauty every now and then. I do beauty. I love skincare because I love taking care of my skin. I do vlogging. So if that's something that you are interested in, I would love for you to be a part of my community where we definitely blossom, bloom, and flourish and thrive every day. And to my queen sisters, I love you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. And thank you for liking. Just thank you for supporting me. I appreciate you. I really, really, really do. And don't forget, y'all, to hit that notification button, right? So I love y'all with the love of the Lord. But I'm going to make a stop here soon. And I'll get back with you all later. Hey, sis, how are you? I hope you are doing well. I pray that your day has already taken off and it is truly amazing. I am happy to be back. This is episode 5 and welcome. Intentional Wellness Journey, where we are losing weight naturally. Yay! Let me give you a little bit of history. Well, not a history. Let me give you a little bit. Let me give you an update. Let me just put it like that about this journey so far. I am excited. I'm not getting on the scale because when I get on the scale, I want to see something. And just because you're not getting on the scale does not mean that you are not experiencing results, because that's exactly what your girl is doing. My clothes feel so good. I have on a pair of jeans now that was kind of not hard to get in, but they were very uncomfortable. So I pulled them, put them on. They came right up. Zipped them up, buttoned them up, no problem. Very loose. I said, hoo, hoo, hoo. So I am losing weight in waist size, I believe, because that's what happens first. You lose weight, you start losing dress sizes. If you're wearing a 16, you'll be down to a 14. Then you look up again, you're down to a 12. So that's what happens first, and that's what I am experiencing. I am experiencing also a lightness in my body. There's no longer heaviness in my body due to the water, because water makes you heavy as well. Remember, it's not just fat, it's water and fat that you have to get out of your body, and toxins and all of that. So the water is releasing out of my body. So I feel light as a feather. And that's a good feeling. My neck is shrinking. I'm just feeling it. I feel it everywhere. So I wanted you to know that this is working for me, and I hope it's working for you. Now, listen, I want to talk about perfection versus consistency. We're not trying to be perfect in this. We're not doing perfection at all, but we're going to stay consistent with what is working for us. One day at a time, sis. That's all we want to do, is one day at a time. We don't want to say we want to lose 30 and 40 pounds and focus on that every day. No, that would be your goal, but you're going to focus on what you're doing every day that's working for you, your routine, and celebrating every ounce that you're losing. As long as you're doing what you need to do, being consistent, those pounds will be dropping. You don't have to think about them. They're going to automatically drop as you be consistent with what your routine looks like, right? So let's not try to be perfect in anything, because, sometimes we fail in this journey. And what that looks like is, I don't feel like working out today, and you really don't feel like it. You've really been productive all week, but you just want to take a break. That's fine. Take your break. Take your break. Watch your movie. Do what you need to do, because during our journey, we want to have fun and enjoy what we're doing. We want to enjoy losing weight. We want to enjoy it. So we're going to forget about this perfection stuff, and we're just going to stay consistent, sis. Just stay consistent with what's working. And I'll tell you about that with me, being consistent with the meals that I've been eating. Now, I had said before that I cannot and do not like to eat my dinner the same thing 4 times. I just can't do it. But I change up my plan every 2 days versus 4 days, right? So that's been working. I've been consistent with that. However, my lunch And my breakfast, I can stay the same with that for 4 to 5 days. It doesn't bother me at all. And that's exactly what I have been doing. And I'm seeing the results and I'm feeling the results. I really am. So I'm consistent with what's working for me. Getting that water in, absolutely. Not having any drinks, not the lollipop, the ollipops, even though it's low in sugar, all of that. I don't want all that unnecessary stuff in my body, you know, because I want to see results and I want to see the results come as fast as they need to come without me being a hindrance, putting all this extra stuff that I enjoy that I believe is a good treat for me. I just don't want that. So I'm staying consistent right in that area. For lunch, I'm having my dynamic smoothie full of protein. Pack the protein, sis. Keep packing that protein. Another thing I tried this morning, I put cottage cheese in my scrambled eggs. Baby, that's extra protein. You talking about a cheesy taste without the regular cheese? You ought to try it. Try it, try it, try it. Matter of fact, let me show you the one that I have. And I had got this from the health food store. So let me put my readers on and see. Nancy's probiotic cottage cheese. See that? 14 grams of protein. What's serving? A half a cup. I didn't put a half a cup in there because I only had, I think I did 4 eggs this morning. And I put like a tablespoon or a little over a tablespoon in it just to try it. Baby, I love it. I'm making me a whole dish for next week. My quiche with the eggs, the spinach, the mushroom, the broccoli, and not gonna forget the cottage cheese. That's extra protein, sis. Pack this protein. Pack it, pack it, pack it, pack it, pack it. And like I said, that cottage cheese has probiotics in there. So why don't you give that a try? So I'm glad I shared that with you as well. But I want to talk about some healthy treats because y'all know I was talking about I'm going to get my cookie. I'm going to have my cookie. I do believe in the 80% nourishing food and the 20% enjoyment food. But making sure that the enjoyment food is what I'm doing now is not fighting against what I want to do. So I said, okay, I'm finna get rid of this cookie. Lord, help me, show me some treats. Let me go to the health food store and see if I can find me something that's very chocolatey, low carbs with no sugar, and tastes real good like that cookie. No sugar, peanut butter cup, milk chocolate style with cacao. Ooh, and that's healthy. And where's the carbs at? Where is the carbs? 4 grams. That's it. When I tell you, Lily did her thing. Lily did her thing. Baby, this tastes like a real Reese's. Matter of fact, it's satisfying just like my cookie. I ain't got to worry about all them carbs. I don't have to worry about the sugar. And this is a nice treat where it won't hurt me. So this is my weekend deal. Or if through the week, you know how you want something through the week, this is the something that I'll take. 1, not 2. But go get you some. Got mine from the health food store, natural grocers. You can get them from anywhere. Public, you can order them on Amazon. You can get them from Whole Foods. You can get them anywhere. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let the 20% enjoyment food mess up my process. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I love my body. I want to see a special look that I've imagined, that I visioned for myself. And I'm not going to let my mouth and my appetite mess it up with the 20% enjoyment food. Another thing I found. Pretzels, protein pretzels. These are plant-based. This is actually 3 servings in this bag. 20 grams of protein each serving. And it's maybe like a third cup. I haven't measured it out, but it says 28 gram serving size. So I'm sure that's about a third or a fourth. I'm not sure. But baby, when I tell you, and this is Taco Tuesday seasoning. A Dorito ain't got nothing on this. If I'm watching my movies, and I love to watch my movies, and I like to have a snack when I'm watching my movie. I'm not going to kid you. I want me a snack. Go get you some. I got these from my grocery store here in Dubuque, Hy-Vee. I'm sure they have them at your grocery store as well. These. I tried these because I wanted the little chip taste. I like the vinegar and salt, regular potato chip. I went to the health food store, and I know they have these at the grocery store too. Protein chips. And they are actually made out of chicken breasts, egg whites, and bone broth. And what attracted me to this treat was the bone broth, because I know bone broth is absolutely healthy for the body, and it's a protein as well. So you got egg whites and you got chicken breast. And these crispy chips were made from antibiotic-free chickens. So they wasn't fed that garbage or no added hormones. No artificial ingredients, absolutely none. So when I first tasted it, you know how you, old school, you get your bag of Lay's potato chips and you pull some hot sauce on them. I said, oh! I think I ate too many at one time. It was a Saturday, and I just got up feeling real sluggish because I didn't even do the rice serving. I did. These are good. If you got that potato chip taste that you want to have and still lose weight naturally as you treat yourself. So I want to share those treats with you. So we won't think that, or since we saying, well, we got 20% enjoyment food just to mess up and crash out and just do garbage. That's not what this is about. It's enjoyment food, food that you enjoy. So I'm happy about this. I'm happy about my treats. I'm happy about the journey that I'm on. I'm just happy about everything concerning our intentional wellness journey together, losing weight naturally. I feel good. I'm happy I started it. I'm not going to get on the scale. Like I said, nope, I'm not getting on the scale. When I get on the scale, you will see and you will know. But when I get on that scale, we're going to see 2 to 3 more pounds gone. Because the first day I started was 185.2. The next day I weighed in was 144.4. I haven't weighed in since. So I'm going to wait to weigh in. Episode 6 will be the episode where you see me weigh in and you can see how many pounds your sister has lost. And I'm super excited to see it. You know, I told y'all my birthday is August 8th. So this is my gift to me. I want to lose 10 pounds. But if I don't lose 10 pounds by August 8th, I'm cool. That's okay. Because after the birthday, I'm going to continue and I'm going to get to that 10 pounds. And once I get to that 10 pounds and I feel like I need to stop, or I want to go on and do 10, not 10 more, nope, maybe 5 more, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. One day at a time, sis. Let's be consistent and not be perfect. Let's not let our perfection come in and ruin your journey to a journey that you should be enjoying. So I love you with the love of the Lord. If this is the first time you are viewing my channel, my name is Cecilia. Over here, I do vlogging. I talk about wellness. I talk about beauty. Oh, I do skincare. I love my skin. Natural girl for sure, for sure. I talk about style. I don't keep up with the trends now. I got my own style. So if you see something that you like, that you are inspired by what I like to do, sister, take it, baby cakes. I'm not a gatekeeper, right? And I'm going to be doing more vlogs with styles, and different styles with hats and purses, coats, all of that coming soon. More likely it's coming in the fall. So I'm going to be doing more of that. Last but not least, I'm a woman of God. I talk about my faith. I try to encourage you, pray for you, all that good jazz. So if that's something you think you're interested in, come on, sis, over here. Come on over here with us. Come on over in this community with us where we are thriving, flourishing, blooming, and blossoming every day. We are. Community, I love y'all. Thank you so much for loving me. Thank you so much for for your first subscribing. Thank you for that. Thank you for commenting, liking, and sharing. And y'all, please don't forget to hit that notification button so that you won't miss anything, right? So episode 6, I want you to look forward to that episode because we going to the scale. We going to the scale. Now listen, y'all, you know it was 8? It was 184.4. Now, y'all know if that scale even say 181, I would start running. And that's what I want to see, 181. And then I know from there, I get in them 70s, and I'm on my way, and I'm going to be so happy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Wanted to let you know, in between episode 5, which is this one, in episode 6, I'll be doing some mini vlogging on skincare. That's why I say keep your notification buttons on, girl, because I'm still going to be doing other things as well, right? Come here, Nyla. Good. Anyway, I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Have a magnificent, phenomenal, amazing day. And don't forget to make those sausages. They are delicious. That 5 I made 2 with maple syrup and the other 3 without it. With them eggs, with that cottage cheese. Sourdough bread with a little butter on it, because that's the carb, baby. I love my little carb right there. Yes, indeed. Y'all better try it. Put in the comments. And also put in the comments where you're watching from. I would love to shout out to you. Yes, yes, yes. So without further ado, I love you and you know it. Do you understand me? I love you to pieces. God bless you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.